Good evening everybody, my name is Osa, and tonight we are playing FS19 on the Ungetsheim map. And we need to get out there and do some fertilization. So let's get this tractor started. Come on. Oh. Needs to be a little bit more Farming Simulator 19 in my life. Ugh. I keep forgetting how all these vehicles work. With the enhanced driving mod running. Okay, there we go. How well behaved are we going to be with big tyres on the back of this thing? Ooh, nobody coming. Yeah, which one's the fertilizer? I think it's this one. Okay, very, very careful out to the field. We'll drive across the grass. Don't have to worry too much about the grass at the moment because we don't have any equipment to cut it with, although it's looking in good condition. We have weeds. It's not good. Lots of weeds. This is third state of fertilizer on this field. If I can see what I'm doing, so we're doing okay. A lot of stuff around these fields that causes a lot of issues. This thing has good working width, so it's not going to take us long. Reasonable working width at least. We did miss a little at the top there, but I'm going to be too worried about that. Let's try and get as much of this field as done as we can. So the snow is finally melting. I'm fairly happy with how the SUV handled itself. Bought it last summer, and it has cost a bit in repairs. It's definitely a good winter vehicle. Why didn't that work? Let's try that again. There we go, that's better. I've also started trying to figure out how much Lawfold's farm is worth. Looks like the fields are worth about 40,500 per hectare. So I just have to figure out how much land I own. Which isn't quite so easy to do. Okay. That's one field done. Little bits missed, but we're good. Noticing less issues with bouncing front wheels at the moment with this on. Going with the larger wheels has made a difference. Not just on what's it called? Cultivators and ploughs, but also this seems to be far less nose light. Technically, there shouldn't be any reason why it should be less bouncy at the front. Is that going to work out? Not quite. Okay. I'm just going to have to fertilise the locals. Working, there we go. Now this is also last stage of fertiliser for this field. The one to our right is going to need two applications before the year's out, assuming we can afford it. I didn't. Get back on ×5. Okay. Think. Go down the field here. We'll make one pass back up to finish it. Please don't miss too much. it's not. Okay. So, I'll fill this bit in and I'll straddle the two fields across the top. Alrighty. So I'm going to run this across the top of both fields. Good one. I believe there's a field entrance at the bottom of this field on the left-hand edge. So we should just be able to run straight down. Without getting impeded before we hit the end of the field. Pass. That's approximately good enough. Okay, so that should result in some goodly healthy crops. Then we'll check out for some contracts to make a little bit of cash for the next couple of days. What, mid-spring, day 5, so we've got 6 days to the end of mid-spring. And we're a little ways off before having to worry about money for harvest. But we're probably going to have to lease a harvester for the first year. That. Can I get it all done? No. Gonna lose a little bit off one side. Okay. We'll head back to the yard. Don't know if I have any loose fertilizer. Leave it in this yard, I guess. Okay, fill up with diesel again. We have finished planting our 3 fields and we've run fertilizer. We've actually done quite nicely with the way the fertilizers worked out. 2 of our fields were already fertilized. Actually, I think 3 of our fields were already fertilized, all 3 of them. I don't know how that happened, but hey, I'm not going to argue with it. And then we got bonus for 2 of them from what they had last year versus what we planted this year. The 3rd field, I think it had a cereal crop in it last year and we got another cereal crop in it this year, so nothing I can do about that. It didn't get the bonus yield. We have just finished fertilizing it all again. So I'm going to run over to the store and check the contract board and see what people want done. So we're still going to have to fertilize that 3rd field again. And slow down, dude. Good grief. Okay, let's take a look at the contracts for today. Cultivating, sowing. Cultivating on 102. What the heck is 102? There. I could probably do that with my own equipment. Okay, let's do that. 2,000, 6,000 ploughing. No, we'll do that one. Sounds like coming up behind us. Take it easy, dude. Thank you. Okay, cultivators in here. Cultivator's a little bit wide for our for the roads around here, but there's nothing this small that works with our tractor. I get out this way. Yes, I can. Okay. Going down to 102. That's a fair ways south. Okay, we're there. We come down this road. That's where we turned left last time. Okay, so we're on the main road, turn right. Scratch. Oops. Not exactly a fast tractor either. Turn signals are and all the light cluster. Keep getting distracted by the the license plate, thinking that's where the light cluster is, and then why isn't there one on the other side? should have a turn car up by the tree. Yeah. Okay, 102's the second one. I guess, yes, that looks good enough. And off we go. Make some more money. I was saying the other week, this is the first time I've started on start from scratch properly. So we do not have a lot of operating capital, although I could borrow money. That's always an option. I think at least for now we can get away with leasing any equipment that we don't own that we do need to make use of. And some of the bigger fields on the contract circuit we'll borrow the equipment. If I can get away with using my equipment, I will. Take the row. It's a little bit easier to follow. Hey Bantha Ben, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We ended up with a busy weekend. We had the kids over. We had to go and fetch them on Saturday, so we did that just after I finished the Lawfold stream. And they were over for till just after lunch on Sunday. Then they fell asleep in the car on the way home. The house looks all different because we've cleared out a lot of the mess and put everything away we can. Got rid of some furniture. So there's a lot more room to play. Lower. Thank you. And they had a good time. At least I assume they did. Now Mrs. Osa and I are recovering from running around all weekend. have to go into work twice this weekend. So, or this week. And I like winter, I like cold weather, but more recently I'm not. The dark nights and everything else just makes me tired. So having to go into work, it's going to take a fair bit out of me. It's one of the reasons I've cut back on the streams I do during the week. I'm keeping this one up, I'm keeping Saturday morning up. But a lot of evenings I am just so tired. Sort of, normally I'll start streaming at 8 o'clock, but I'm feeling tired at 8 and going to bed at 9. Actually, this the straight north-south line on this field takes us almost from corner to corner. Actually, let's lift that, move over a little. Running along this edge, pretty much going across the field diagonal. Yes, yeah, when I can make them the Friday multiplayer sessions, that's kind of fun. Can't remember what we did last week, but I've decided not to stream that on my channel. Although I've done that in the past, I think it's a lot easier to keep all the viewers on one channel than for me to watch Arthur's stream, so I can keep tabs on the chat that's going on. Plus the number of viewers, when Arthur's streaming, my viewership suffers.